Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this morning, huh? January 27th, 2019. Anyhow, so good morning. Good morning. Oh, let me close that up a little bright in here. We're going to have the Buki Harbor Cruisers net starting here in just a minute or two. God, look at my hair sticking up. Anyhow, haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I would go ahead and get one organized today. Sunday. So Diesel Don should be the moderator for today's net, and we should be starting here momentarily. So,
well, we wake up this morning in paradise.
Enjoy, folks.
We should all be thankful. This morning to a little nicer day starting off than we've had in the past couple. Life is good in Buki Harbor. Sunday, January 27th. Sun rose, 7:08. Gonna set this evening at 6:06. I can guarantee it. Now, as for the rest of this, don't hold me responsible. Temperature feels like 75, gonna go to 80. Wind, 12 out of southeast, and gonna be bounced around in the 20s, gusts to the 20s. And around 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to go to the north, 25 and up. I've seen even some 30 in there, so yee-haw. Waves, 4 foot out of the east-southeast at 6 seconds. Tides, we had a low at 7:39 at a 0.1. We're going to have a high at 1:57 this afternoon at a 1.6. And then another low tonight at 8:51 at a 0.0. Rain chance for the day, pretty good till about 2 o'clock. And then it goes 10% at 2, increasing by 10% every hour on the hour until 10 o'clock. It's 100%. That has to do probably with that wind switching to the north at 25, I would presume. Thunderstorms possible anywhere from 4 p.m. this afternoon till 3 a.m. in the morning.
Got some rain coming in.
Good morning, Buki Harbor and Marathon. This is Don coming to you from the sailing vessel Lady Triana. Of course, I've always, as always, along with my 2 sleeping hound dogs, Rudder and Tiller. Dina's gone making her bagels, and we're just tickled to death to be your net controllers this morning. Now, this is a controlled net, which means you first must state the name of your vessel, wait to be recognized by me or the net controller of the day before passing in traffic. This is going to keep everything really nice and organized. Also want to remind you, this is a family-oriented net, so please keep your language appropriate.
Morning, Chris.
The reason we throw this little shindig every morning is to say hello and goodbye to old and new friends. We're going to bring announcements of interest to the boating community. And we have a comments, question, help section where you get to kind of say what you want and ask for help and usually find some. Then we have a buy, sell, trade, lost and found section where you get to raise and lower your water line. Then it's time for our favorite game of trivia where we try to stump the harbor, learn something new, and always get some good laughs. Then we're going to move on to final business where anything unsaid gets said, and then we go about our day. Well, with all that being said, let's get going here. Any new vessels in the harbor, please state the name of your vessel, wait to be recognized by me, and then tell us a little about yourself, where you're coming from, where you're going to, who's on board, possible any criminal history we should know about. All new vessels, please come in. Blue moon, go.
Well, originally from all over, but most recently from Walton Beach up in the Panhandle. We're headed here for a month, then up the East Coast, hopefully get as far as the Chesapeake, then go home.
Well, good deal. Is this your first time here?
We've been here several times on a couple of boats, and it's my husband, David, and I'm Pat.
Well, welcome, David and Pat. Enjoy your time with us. Any more new vessels?
Shooting Star.
Shooting Star. That kind of sounds familiar. You've been here before?
We have, and we're just passing through this time, and we're in Maritime Marina for a couple of days, headed...
You let go of his mic.
You broke up there, Shooting Star. You want to come back on that?
That's Fred and Ruth Ann on Shooting Star, and we're going to head from here, a couple of days here, and then head to Miami, wait for a window to cross to the Bahamas.
Yeah, buddy. There's a lot of them waiting to do that. The windows are short and sweet. And, well, good luck and welcome back, and enjoy your time here. Any more new vessels?
Guess not.
For the couple of you that are here and a few that don't know already, if you haven't got your cruiser's net bags up at the office, please feel free to stop in and do so. This also means you from down here at Maritime Marina, you're welcome to come in and get your cruiser's bag, and it's filled with all kinds of good information inside and out. Also a very nice insulated bag for packing your groceries or whatever, puppy dogs, whatever. Let's move on to, let's go to departures. Any departures?
Now with that wind coming in.
Last call for departures.
Nope. A lot of boats staging right now, waiting for weather window.
Okay, what's going on in the neighborhood? Announcements, let's go.
Wednesday.
Well, I got that beautiful Vicky on Wednesday right off the bat. How you doing this morning, dear?
Good morning, Don. Good morning, Harbor. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. I'm actually making this announcement for Captain Mike. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the birthday wishes yesterday. You made my day. In light of that, Mike's going to go pick my daughter up tomorrow evening. She'll be down here to visit us for a week. Her birthday's coming up February the 7th. So on your calendars, this coming Friday, February the 1st at 4 o'clock under the Tiki, we're going to sponsor a potluck dinner and an open mic night. Mike and I will be furnishing the chocolate raspberry sheet cake. So all of you musicians, get your instruments, bring your voices. Let's all go and show my daughter how we do this here. That's this Friday, February the 1st at 4 o'clock under the Tiki. Potluck dinner and open mic night. Thank you.
Wow, that sounds like a hoot and holler. And by the way, Vicky, happy birthday. I got off of Facebook for meantime because I got hacked, so I didn't get a chance to send you that yesterday. But happy birthday to you. And can't wait to meet your beautiful daughter. Any more announcements?
Quag.
Morning, Mike, Bev, and Morgan. Go.
It's good to hear your voice. We heard you were a little bit under the weather earlier, so it's good to hear you back. I hope you're feeling better. A few things happening around town this week. One thing is that Drinking Habits is still playing up at the Marathon Community Theater. They were sold out Friday night and Saturday night, and for today's matinee, this is the only matinee, and I believe it's sold out, so you have only 3 more chances. And that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday coming up, the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd of February. That's your last chance to see Drinking Habits. 8 p.m. performances, $25 tickets, unless you're a member, in which case it's $20. Also coming up on February the 1st, at the library, 6 p.m., the Kennedys are going to be performing. That's a free concert at the library, February the 1st on Friday, 6 to 8. And then, of course, on February the 2nd, is the health fair over at the middle school. If you've not pre-registered, you can still go. It's just you're going to have a longer waiting time while they get you set up. It's a free service that comes down, the doctors come down from the University of Miami. That's 9 to 2 on the 2nd. Also coming up this Monday, the 28th, is acoustic 3, 1 to 4 p.m. at the Marathon Library. And I think that's about all that I have this morning, except that save the date, folks, because coming up on February the 15th and 16th at the Marathon Community Theater is a little play being presented as a reading It's a little play called the little play, directed by yours truly. So I hope you come out and support us. And that's at the Maritime Community Theater, the 15th and 16th of February, 8 p.m. performances, and I believe tickets are $12 for that show. So, see you, Don.
Thanks very much, Mike.
Sounds like fun stuff.
Any more announcements?
Island time.
Go ahead, Rick. Good morning.
Yeah, just to add on to what's going on at the Marathon Community Theater, they teach a lot of free dance lessons. They have beginner tap on Mondays, intermediate tap on Mondays, jazz dance on Mondays, Carolina Shag on Tuesday, belly dancing on Wednesday, Bollywood dance on Wednesday,
Belly dance.
lyrical dance on Thursday, and coming up this evening, Cuban salsa and Casino Rueda, which is another just type of salsa. That's at 6 o'clock this evening, Sunday, every Sunday. And it's free. All the lessons are free. If you want to take the lessons, they're free to membership. And the membership is only $15 per season or per year. So fantastic way to learn to dance, regardless of what kind of dance you want to learn. That's at the Marathon Community tonight, 6 o'clock, Cuban salsa. Over.
Cuban salsa.
There you go. Good input. I didn't realize they had that many styles down there. Hee-haw. Any more announcements?
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Good morning, Bill.
Just to add what Mike said about the health fair next week, we went and registered yesterday and parked in the middle school parking lot and didn't see any signs. There were no other people parked there. We wandered around, and it turns out that the people from Miami were thinking middle high school, and the signs were all on the high school side. So people going next week should go on the high school side around and back, and you should find signs that will direct you to the right place.
There you go. Yes, I know Captain Kevin called me yesterday and had me re-announce it. It was kind of horsed up over there how they were doing it, and caused a lot of confusion. So welcome, or really thank you for that. Any more, where were we, announcements? Good morning, Catherine. Go ahead.
Yeah, to add to what Rick was saying too, $15 versus for couples during the year.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Any more announcements?
Mendocino Queen.
Good morning, Kate, Noel, and how you guys doing over there?
We're doing just great. It's so surprising to wake up to this warm breeze this morning, wasn't it? So I'll go on with my announcement. Chili potluck, which we don't have any details yet, but next Sunday, just before the Super Bowl, up at the City Marina, and we'll figure out whether we're going to do it like at 4:30 or 5 before the Super Bowl begins. But just stay tuned and save the date. And call me after the net if you're either bringing chili or want to help set up. Thank you.
There you go. Very spicy event going on over there. Any more announcements? Morning, Rick. You gonna play some ball?
Not hearing it.
About 1:30 to practice and start at 2. And also, this is local movie week at the Marathon Cinema. And last night they had Saving the Sea Turtles. It was over an hour. Nice film about the turtles that they rescued up in New England. It was a very good film. They're having it again tonight at 7. Donations could go into that. I recommend it if you're into turtles.
And where was that again, Rick? I didn't catch on. I don't know if anybody else did.
Sorry, was that the movie?
Oh, cool. nice little theater to go to, folks. You haven't been there, so, and something about turtles. Nice little event tonight, maybe. As long as you get back and forth out of the ring. And did I hear Amparo in there somewhere? Yeah, go ahead.
I was wondering when the yoga.
Anybody have announcements on yoga or any information about yoga?
Mendocino Queen.
Go ahead, Kate Taylor.
Yeah, the one at the amphitheater is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10. Break. And then Sue does the pavilion Tuesday and Friday at 10. The pavilion is between the tennis courts and the other court. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more announcements?
Zigzag.
Good morning, Cheryl. Go ahead.
Good morning, Don, and good morning, the Harbor. In reference to the yoga, there might be a change this coming Friday. Is it this Friday? The Friday before the Pigeon Fest, because they'll be setting up the field there. So you keep an eye on Facebook or talk to somebody else, but it may be moved or it may be canceled this Friday.
Get back.
Go ahead.
I haven't attended yoga for quite some time, but in the past, people have brought their children if they're well-behaved, and they've brought their dogs if they're well-behaved. So as long as they don't disrupt the class, I don't see a problem with that.
Huh? You want to go do yoga? I bet you could do downward dog okay.
There you go. Any more announcements? Good morning, Tony. How's my favorite public shopper today?
Good morning, sir. First of all,
Come on.
great. Reminder to arrivals to the harbor that Pub does deliver groceries now. I've gotten so much good feedback on this one. If you're interested in having your groceries delivered,
Publix delivers groceries. That's what he's talking about. Every morning.
first order is free, no delivery charge. Anything beyond that, if you're satisfied with their service, the delivery charge will be based off the amount of groceries that you order. Right? And I am impressed with that.
Not getting him. He's all the way at the far end of the harbor. Sometimes we just don't hear him. It's amazing to me how weather affects VHF reception. Sometimes people will come in.
I actually bought
clear.
some pretzels, and they're pretty yummy. And I went and got the bacon habanero, which I don't know. That might be a little more than I should have right now in my stomach, but boy, they were good. And they got about 18 flavors of them. It's unbelievable. But anyway, good job, Tony. Keep us informed over there. Any more? Where are we? We still at announcements? Yeah, go.
Olympia?
Is that Scorpio?
Olympia.
Olympia. Well, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Cap. Hope you're feeling better, Don. Could we ask everyone maybe to shift up to high power so we can enjoy the shindig down here at the west end of the hood?
Yeah, folks, if you can, you want to jump up a little bit, because it is hard sometimes, even when you got to, depending on whatever. I blow out of here on low power, and a lot of other people do. So if you're not on low power, help the hearing impaired, and see if you can do up some justice. Any more, where are we?
We're on high power.
Announcement. Go ahead, Rick.
We found out a few times now, and I think it's for everything. You can buy just one item, they give you half off on that price. You don't have to get two. Sometimes.
Really? That's a wonderful thing to know. That's a wonderful thing to know, because I knew that when you have like how is it? They put it
Buy one, get one
yeah,
free.
you get two for the price of, I don't know, whatever. But if you only buy one, it goes that way. But I didn't know the buy one, get one worked that way. I figured if you didn't buy the second one, you left, you know, you just missed out on one, you know. But to get the first one half price is dang good information. Thank you so much for that. Any more, where are we at? We still at announcements? Come through Super Week, try it again. Indulgence, go.
Yeah, CD and DVD exchange for Thursday at the Dinghy Hut. So bring those old CDs and movies you no longer are interested in, and exchange them out. It'd be 5 p.m. at the Dinghy Hut, CD and DVD exchange.
CD exchange at the Tiki Hut.
Okay, for you guys that couldn't hardly hear like me, that sounds like a DVD exchange at 5 o'clock at the Tiki on Thursday. So, good time to swap some stuff around. Any more announcements? Okay, let's move on to something fresh. How about comments, questions, needing help? How can we help you? What do you got to say? Let her rip.
Scalawag.
Morning, Mike. Go.
Morning, Don. Morning, Harbor. My question is about this chili cook-off. Is it like a competition? Are there going to be categories?
Mendocino Queen.
Go ahead, Kate.
No, because with the Super Bowl and all, it's just easier just to eat chili. But I would suggest people bring, you know, the name of it and what's in it, so people can choose, you know, meat or no meat, and seafood, and vegetarian and vegan. We had all those categories before, but we won't have all the little pieces of paper and voting and little cups and all that stuff. Okay?
More just like a chili potluck, and that's a wonderful thing. Any more comments, questions, Dean?
Her Diamond.
Her Diamond, good morning, go.
Good morning, everyone. My Wi-Fi booster is on the fritz, and I was talking to the company that sells it, and they tell me I need one or preferably two short Ethernet cables to test out the wiring, either Cat 5e or Cat 6. Wondered if anybody might have one or two they could loan me for a day, or tell me where I might be able to buy one for Diamond Out.
I heard somebody extremely weak again. Come back.
Claire Walden.
Carl Walden, go.
Yeah, I'm going over to my storage unit today to get that HDMI cable that somebody else wanted. I do have a couple of Ethernets in there also. I'll bring all that stuff back today. So this afternoon, both of those people can get a hold of me, Claire Walden, on Romeo 3.
Mendocino Queen.
Go ahead, Kate.
Claire Walden and everyone, thank you. I found an HDMI cable, so I don't need it anymore. And Journey also. Thank you.
Roger that.
Okay, any more comments, questions, Dean? No.
Her Diamond.
Is that Her Diamond again?
Roger. Yeah, I just want to thank Claire Walden. We'll stop by this afternoon if that works. Her Diamond Out.
Claire Walden?
There you go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that'll work fine. I'm Romeo 3.
Thank you.
Comments, questions, Dean? No.
Scalawag.
Go ahead, Mike.
Just letting Mendocino Queen know to count me in. I'll be bringing a big old pot of chili.
Great, thank you.
Chili for
Comments,
the
questions?
Super Bowl game. Sounds like a good meal.
Try that again, a little quick for me, boss.
Texas?
Go ahead.
Hey, y'all, I've got a dinghy that's got 2 holes in it that I have been incredibly unsuccessful in patching. Is anybody real skilled with that, or even is there a professional this point, I'm willing to bite the bullet. Scallowag.
Good, Mike.
I've had the issue with those before. I've went as far as even sewing the holes up and then putting a patch over top, and that often helped dramatically.
Sewing it up? Wow. Hi, dog.
This is Tetris. Roger that. At the moment, I've got 3 patches over both the holes, and they don't seem to be holding. It's a Hypalon dinghy. Is there any professional service in the area that anybody might know about?
None that I'm aware of at this time. We used to have a guy here that did it for pre-hurricane, but we haven't had one around for a while. Are you using the proper Hypalon glue and technique?
Roger that. I was doing it back when I was in Cape Coral a few weeks ago. Got the Hypalon glue from West Marine. Sanding it down using acetone beforehand. Scuffing it up, putting it on. One small patch, then a medium-sized patch over that. Now a bigger-sized patch, and it's just not holding. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or I need the special 2-part glue. Over.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, your acetone is not what you should have cleaned with. Anybody up on that? I used to think it was MEK, and we used to use MEK a lot. Then somebody come back in with something else the last time I said that. Anybody else got the right cleaner?
Marcella?
Moontide, go.
Not the cleaner, but I would highly recommend getting the 2-part glue. I've never had luck with the 1-part, and the 2-part does wonder things.
Marcella?
Marcella, go.
Yes, the solvent for Hypalon is toluene, or toluene. I can give you some of that if the person wants it. And then you got to use the 2-part glue, and it's kind of pricey, but I use Clifton's adhesive, manufactured by Royal Adhesive from NRS. I'll be on 68 after the net. I forgot the vessel's name, but if he wants to get some toluene from me and some information, I'll be on 68 after the net.
Echoes, go.
Yeah, the other thing you need to do, use toluene, use the 2-part glue, and it can't be super humid when you use it because the adhesive will bloom. And I also strongly recommend using 1 large patch instead of multiple patches because it's too hard to get the good seal with multiple patches. I'm right there with you, and I know the pain.
Tempest. Thank you to both of you. The first gentleman that was offering to stay on after the net, what was your name or your boat name?
The boat name is Marcella, and I'm in Uniform 6. And yes, but the previous person said it's right. I actually have a hydrometer, and you got to use it. You got to do it with the driest condition you can have here. The accelerator of the glue I use, for example, will crystallize right away if it gets humidity. So that's Marcella, Uniform 6.
Roger that. Thank you, Marcella. I'll be on with you after all business is clear.
There you go.
Kokomo?
Good morning, Roland, go.
Right. If you sprayed it and you see just, real small, slow leaks, try the West Marine glue that you put in to the valves. I just did mine and then roll it on the side and up on each end, etc. And I've done that 3 times on mine, and it stopped the pinholes every single time, even around some of the patches. So that's like $54, I think. But it worked for me many times.
That's right. And back in the day when I was a bubble boater,
Bubble boater?
Kmart, or mainly it was Kmart, in the Coleman camping section, they used to have a little bottle of what they called Aqua Seal. And it was made mainly for like little floating life rafts and stuff like that. And if you would just find your hole with your squirt bottle and then release the air out of it, then you would put 1 drop on there, and it was perfectly clear. And then you let that set for 20 minutes, put another little drop on it, and blow the thing up and go on your way, and there was no patch stain or nothing. It was a wonderful, wonderful product, but I don't know if that's still available anymore, but it was made by Coleman. Any more, where were we? Comments, questions?
Gypsy free.
I think I had 2 coming in. Let's try it again.
Gypsy free.
Gypsy free?
Yeah, I had a friend with the same problem, and it's probably not your problem, but he didn't realize that he had to deflate the dinghy. He was trying to patch it while it was inflated, but I'm sure you know that.
Roger that. I know that now. I did make that mistake initially, though. We all go there, I guess.
I guess so. Okay. Any more comments, questions, Dino?
Island time.
Rick, you got something on that too?
Well, just a comment about Shoreline. They used to repair dinghies, and last time I talked to him, he said he is thinking of and trying to get open again, and that was over a month ago, so you might try him. His number is 305-942-6107. That's 305-942-6107. And they're very close here, so, or was. We'll see where he reopens, but try him again if you absolutely need to. I can't get it to work. He's professional. Over.
Roger that. Good copy. Got the number and the name. Thank you very much.
If that don't work, put a screw in it. Any more comments, questions, Dino?
Mendocino Queen.
Go ahead, Alan.
I'm wondering if anybody has tried using flex glue to repair inflatables. Their advertising suggests that it would work just fine, but I don't know anyone has tried it. Over.
Island bound.
Chuck, tell them. How did that hold up?
I used that spray Flex Seal. Seemed to work great. I couldn't find my leaks anywhere, but every day it was leaking down. Sprayed it with that, and holes there.
Island bound.
Island bound, go.
I've had very poor luck with Flex Seal. Used it on a couple of different boats and helped out a couple friends with them, and it did not work at all.
Well, there you go. At least we had one happy customer. Anyway, let's move on to something else so you can take up this whole discussion after that. Any more comments, questions, Dino?
Scallywag.
Go ahead, Mike. You got a pretty good little hum in your radio this morning, too, or a squirrel or a chipmunk or something.
Yeah, I'm a little low power, apologies. But at any rate, I got a friend on their boat over in the Anchorage. She flipped her kayak and it sank. So she's going to be needing a ride. She is on the little sailboat. It's yellow, and it's called Toucan. If anybody can give her a ride, it'd be greatly appreciated. Cheers.
There you go. Any more comments, questions, need help?
Bubble boater, bubble boater.
Bubble boater! Go ahead, bubble boater.
Yeah, hey there. The first hat I wore was a painter, and we would routinely have safety meetings talking about these incredibly nasty chemicals that we all expose ourselves to on boats. MEK, methyl ketones, incredibly nasty stuff. So I know talking to 20-year-olds about this is a waste of time, but we're all older and wiser, so wear the proper protective mitts, because gosh, guys, we need all the brain cells we've got.
Because that's why we are the way we are right now. Thanks, Steve. Any more comments, questions, Dino?
Never say never.
I got a Roger on never say never first. Go.
Good morning, Harbor. Scallywag, go ahead and use the dinghy and give her a ride in. That'd be fine. Scallywag coffee, 10-4, thank you.
And who else is trying to get in?
Moonlight Sue?
I heard Moonlight Sue. I got 3 stomping on each other, but Stitch come through for once. Go.
Hey, that's pretty good for this old ICOM handheld. Anyway, is everybody still on for, I guess it would be Friday for the battery mission? I need an update on that, so I can kind of plan for it. Over.
That is tomorrow, Stitch. I'm sorry to tell you.
Rats. I don't get paid till Friday. Okay, well, I'll come up with something eventually, I guess. Thanks a bunch.
Call me. after a bit. Maybe we can work something out for you, okay?
Roger.
Okay, where are we? Comments, questions, Nate? No.
Halo.
Halo, good morning, Don.
Hey, good morning, Don. There was a guy out here in the harbor a few weeks ago, I think, that works on Garmin equipment, and I need somebody to work on my Garmin.
You out here, Captain Kevin? Bucket list?
Bucket list.
Tile him, Kev.
Good morning, Don. Good morning, Harbor. I was just about to break in, and I heard somebody was looking for me yesterday. Yeah, Halo, why don't we get together, Postnet, over.
Halo.
Go ahead, Don.
10-4, I'll stand by after the net. Thank you.
That Halo bunch of really nice people down there, Kev. Good people to work for. I've done some work for them. They, very nice people. Any more, where are we at? Comments, questions, need help?
Nancy, ma'am?
Go ahead, Tony. How can we help you?
Well, sir, I have a question and a comment. First question is Minister Queen, or no, Miss Marilyn. Miss Marilyn. I'm looking for Miss Marilyn, so does anybody know if they're in the harbor or not? That's my question. Break. And then my comment is I'm in love. I am so in love. Predator 2000 generator. Quieter than a Honda. Got to see. Running water.
Sounds like someone's stepping on them.
Okay. There you go. And I don't know if Captain Sandy is on Miss Marilyn around or not. Do you know, Rick? Is he down your guys' way? Go ahead.
Went to church, so he's not on there. Nancy, ma'am?
Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, fair enough. If anybody, I have anchor light issues, and I want to get that rectified, and I've been referred to them.
Go ahead. And he's not a them, he's a he. So let you know that, Tony. It's only one. Any more, where are we? Comments, questions?
Claire Walden.
Claire Walden, go.
Yeah, can I just get the name of that vessel again that wants the Ethernet cord? Get with me post-net. I might be at the laundry room instead of on my boat. I just want to maybe give him my phone number or whatever.
Her Diamond, you on there?
This is her Diamond.
Yeah, you're the one wanting the internet cord, correct?
Roger that, yes.
He'd like to have your phone number so he can communicate with you this afternoon. He's not sure where he's going to be for the internet cord.
Got it. How do I do that appropriately with the net?
Yes, rattle it out and probably do it twice so in case he misses something.
Here we go. 216-401-0212. 216-401-0212. Okay. Claire Walden.
Go ahead.
All right, I copied that, and I will give him a call when I got it from my storage unit. Great. Appreciate that much. Thank you.
Okay. Any more comments, questions? Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I've got two. I tuned in a little late, net late today. Did anybody talk about the health fair this coming weekend over? Crank wheel out?
Yes, they did, Kev, and they announced about the cluster was going on over there with the signage and everything.
Okay, listen.
Go ahead.
The young lady, I guess, whoever's like in charge of that yesterday, she's supposed to text me what entrance is going to be open on Saturday, but they have some kind of band competition there next Saturday, and I think it's going to be in the high school.
so we might have to look around a little bit, break. The other thing I wanted to mention about is the gentleman having problem with his Wi-Fi booster. Is that an island time Wi-Fi booster? And if you have problems after you do whatever they told you to do, I could probably help you out with that. Over.
Kurt Diamond.
Sir Diamond, go.
Yeah, it's a coastal marine, made in Vancouver, BC, and it's actually still under warranty. So I'm in communication with the manufacturer. They've already sent me a new radio, and the router isn't seeing the new radio, so we're going to try the cable. Over.
Okay, there you go. Well, Captain Kevin's always available for some electronic discussions if you need it. Any more comments, questions? Seahorse. Seahorse. Good morning, Kurt. Go.
Don, good morning. Just wondering if anybody would be available to help me step my mast down, try to change out the incandescent LED or bulb to LED. If West Marine has one in stock, I think it's about a 13-foot mast. And Danielle and I can get it down, but I need one more person with the boom over to the side and the mast go down on the sawhorse time of the day if anybody's available.
Count me in, Kurt. Just tell me, give me a call after the net and let me know when you want to do it.
All right, I appreciate it. And do you know if West Marine has LED replacement bulbs or stuff like that?
Pretty much.
That I'll give you a call after the net.
Yeah, maybe we can run down to West Marine, or after we're going to drop the mast and then go look for a bulb. Is that what you want to do? Yeah, okay, maybe we can get it worked out. I did forget though. I do got one little job today, so I got to work around that. So let's talk after the net. We'll get it worked out.
Nicky.
Go ahead. What's your name? Bill.
Bill.
Go.
Good morning, Don. Hey, Kirk, I can help you without any help you need. I'm here.
Seahorse.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Thank you, Bill. If we can set it down whenever you get done with breakfast or whatever, and then I can run to West Marine and hopefully get the bulb and go back up. It shouldn't take long.
Okay, I'll contact you right after the net.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Any more, where were we at? Comments, questions, need to know.
Claire Walden again.
Carl Walden, go.
Hey, yesterday there was a gentleman needed a bimini frame for the Dinghy. I'm going to go get that one out of my storage unit today. I don't know who it was, and does he still need it, and is he listening?
Nancy, ma'am?
Is that you, Tony?
Yes, sir. I believe that was Sam. Town.
Claire Walden?
Carl Walden, go.
Kind of broke up there. Did I copy a Sam something?
Well, Tony thought it might be Sam Tam, and I'm not sure about that, because I caught that yesterday. I don't know. But apparently the guy's not listening.
Roger that. I think it was Sam Tam. Thank you.
Loco.
Loco, Jerry, go.
Good morning, Don. Glad to hear you up and around. Sam Tamp got his bill.
Roger, thank you.
Okay, more comments, questions, need to know.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, go ahead.
Long dead.
Are there any ways to compost? I've got, vegetable matter, and I'm a gardener, and I notice it's a beautiful garden.
And you gardeners up there know if they got any compost pile going on?
I don't think so.
Got a leg.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, to believe we do not. Haven't seen one. But sounds like a grand idea. I like the idea.
No composting pile for now. Any more comments, questions, need to know.
Double trouble.
There you go. Go ahead, Linda.
We had talked about a compost pile a while back,
but apparently there is some concern that it might draw rats, and Sean decided that wasn't a good idea.
Okay, thank you.
And I bet you it would. Old Sean, he's a smart cookie up there. Any more comments, questions, need no? Go ahead, Catherine. Not as much as I am. It was really, really, really bad. And but thanks for everybody's concern since I'm on here. It was all the heartwarming feelings I felt through all that was just wonderful. And I'm almost getting down to the point now that I think that I call it more food poisoning. And because I won't go into all of it, but I ate something that didn't taste quite right, and I got a feeling that might have been what it was, because nothing else is quite jiving. But we still could have a gallbladder thing. I'm going to go try to get a checkup on it. And other than that, it was not a virus. It is not a virus. So anybody wants to shake hands with me, and any of the girls want to kiss me, it's okay. Any more comments, questions, need no? Well, I got one, and it's, I'm about as old as they get around here. Well, not quite. They're Stitch. When it comes to dealing with Facebook or any media stuff and my phone and everything, and I've had Facebook now for years, and I dropped my phone in the water there around Christmas time, and I went and got a new. And I had a Samsung 5, and I went and got me one of these new, probably not new, probably still old, but this Samsung J7. And almost immediately, I started having these advertisements just take over my whole screen out of nowhere, and it was just, driving me friggin' bonkers. Well, I go into the store, I used to be doing, but when I got digging into Facebook and looked, the address for Facebook was something #1 Hacker Way. So I just want to throw that out to you folks. If all of a sudden and I don't know, I don't have a clue what I done. I never accepted any friend request, that would, I never do unless I really know who I'm talking about and look at their background well. It come out of nowhere. So I guess what I'm saying is if all of a sudden your phone starts doing the same thing, you might check into your Facebook and see what's going on. And right now, that is why I'm not on Facebook, because I haven't had time to go back and reload and try to read everything right so I don't do the same dang stupid thing again. So just a little shout out on getting hacked. Any more comments, questions? No.
Nancy May.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, something's going on, because I have had my Facebook for quite some years, and now all of a sudden I have this new Facebook that's got my last name. Friends accepting my request, and I've never sent them a request. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
Be mindful.
a lot of that going
Well, I forget how I come about it, but there's a way to look into your Facebook account, and if you look down through, and it'll tell you the actual address for this account somehow or another, and it actually just said #1 hacker, ... It was crazy. Right up, it just said hacker. It was very easy to find it once you read it, but I canceled him out, and pretty much my whole problems went away, but apparently he took over my whole dang Facebook thing. So anyway, try that, Tony, and get rid of it, and then reboot or re-go again. Any more comments, questions?
Blue Highway.
Blue Highway, good morning, go.
Hey, that really is the address for Facebook. At their headquarters, I've seen it on TV on the news. They actually have #1 Hacker Way is the real corporate address for Facebook.
Yep, that's true.
Well, now that's really getting mind-boggling, because like I say, I got rid of Facebook, and all of my things went away. So it's got to be tied in there somehow. So I just took it that Hacker Way was giving me a clue that, yeah, you've been hacked. But interesting. So I don't know. I just happy I found out what was causing it. So anyway, folks, That's all I got to say about that. Any more comments, questions, Dino?
Island time with a question.
Question.
Yeah, were the ads coming in only when you were on Facebook, or are they coming through your email or something like that?
No, actually, what was really peeing me off was that I'm a YouTube watcher. I mean, I watch all the old Gunsmokes, and I watch all that kind of stuff, Charlie Chan's, all that. And it would actually take over the whole screen, would just come up with an ad and throw my movie into like an inch square box in the corner. And I don't watch the TV real close to my face. I keep it across the boat so it don't screw my eyes up. And it never bothered me on Facebook. Go ahead, River Monster.
Was it just being devious or for cash or something?
No, it was just a bombarding of real businesses. I mean, it was just unbelievable. From the Mercedes dealer in Miami to the Harley dealer in Alabama I mean, it was just a cast of thousands. And they all looked to me like they were probably legit businesses. And I went through looking through all the advertisers, trying to block them all out and all that, which that wasn't working. But it was just a bunch of ads coming at you by the minute. It was unbelievable. Go ahead, Rick.
Not getting it.
Well, that might be a way to go about it. I like I say, I'm so doggone stupid. I'm lucky to turn the phone on and push the right button, but you know, I'm not techie. I'm the diesel guy. When it comes to techie stuff, that's way beyond me. But maybe we'll have to talk about that, Rick, how you're doing it. I wouldn't have a clue. I know what Chrome is. I've seen it. I don't know. I shouldn't say I know what it is, because I don't, but I've seen the thing on my app. So anyway, maybe we can talk about that later. Any more comments, questions?
Island time.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe it's really not Facebook, but YouTube. I've noticed on YouTube when I watch stuff there, they've started interjecting ads in the middle of their movies. Usually for me, just one. You get about halfway through whatever it is you're watching, even though it may be a very short, you know, like a 5-minute thing, not a full movie. They're putting the ads right into the videos, so might be just YouTube.
No, but usually them kind of ads on the movies and stuff, the normal stuff, and it depends. I think it depends on where you pick it up from, wherever you pull it out of YouTube. They'll have anywhere from, like you say, one in the middle, or a couple, 3 or 5 or whatever. But what they do is they come on. You got the option to skip after 3-4 seconds, and then if you don't skip, they go away when they're done. These come on and stay on, and they take over the whole screen. So anyway, that's all I got to say.
Kit.
Go ahead, Kit.
Maybe your phone had food poisoning.
It's just viruses everywhere. Food poisoning. Oh boy, I love you. Any more comments, questions, need help?
Invictus.
Comments. Invictus, go.
Good morning. It's regarding the YouTube ads, you can get a YouTube ad blocker, and that'll stop those ads so you don't have to even skip them, and that they just won't even show up. And regarding your phone, I had the same issue with my phone a while back, and I had to take it to the dealership or whatever it's called to do.
As I was until I pulled, once I removed Facebook off of my phone, it pretty much took care of 90% of it. But if I don't get the rest of it off, I'll go back and see the main dog at the Metro PCS store and see if he can help me out with it. But the young boy did not know what he was doing very well. But thank you so much for that. Any more comments, questions?
Nancy Maine.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, just to add to that, I mean, you know I work at night, so I watch a lot of TV, and I love YouTube. But lately I've noticed definitely going on with that. Certainly.
Yeah, it might be some kind of scammer trying to get in there, work his way in. I don't know. Just when you thought you had everything. I went to a bigger screen thinking, boy, we're going to get to see better in the whole 9 yards, and all it did was get worse. Any more comments, questions? Need no.
Scorpio.
Scorpio, go.
I believe a large part of the issue you guys are having with the ads and everything and stuff actually is not hacker or malware. It's actually part of your Google profile and various of the smartphone applications. What it does is it actually has settings in the phone and in the software you can go in and change, and it actually essentially listens to you, and whatever you talk about, it'll start pulling up things of interest. So if you go into your Google settings, you can actually shut down a lot of your privacy settings, your web browsing history, where it basically monitors what you do, say, look up, research, including YouTube. So what it's actually doing is the smartphones, kind of like in some of the movies in the last few years, are starting to actually become aware of you and are actually trying to advertise to your interests. So it's actually part of the software. You just need to go in and turn the settings off.
Well, I understand that because I wound up and turned it all off. Got rid of all that, stuff, and it still persisted. So I don't know. Like I say, all I know is when I shut YouTube or Facebook off, it seemed to help a lot. So anyway, let's move on to a different topic. I just want to make people aware of it, and thanks for all the input. Any more comments, questions? Need no.
Serafina.
Hey, good morning, Derek. Go.
Morning, Don. I just wanted to second the comment earlier about all the chemicals that we deal with, and we need to, and I'm just as guilty of it. About a little over a year ago, I had acetone almost take me down. It was probably like I was on a 3-day binger. The headache was so bad. So just be careful. Use the necessary precautions.
I told you to quit drinking that stuff. Any more comments, questions? Need no.
Serafina.
Serafina, go.
Yeah, back a couple of days ago, everybody was talking about dinghy lights. I didn't get a chance to chime in. 2 years ago, I was anchored in Fort Lauderdale, and I got pulled over by the head honcho, and I had my all-around light on, and he said, "You know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "No." And he said, "In this state, every motorized vessel, even your dinghy, has to have all 3 lights on it." And I said, "Well, where I come from in New England, you only need 1 all-around stern light," and I believe that was the Coast Guard regulation as well. And he said, "Yes," but he gave me a warning, and he said next time he'd give me a ticket if I didn't have a red and green on the front. Over.
Well, I know a bunch of them are going to chime in, and I hope I get my mile an hour right. But if you don't go over, 5 or 7 miles an hour, then you only need a white 360. If you go faster than that is when you need the 3. Am I correct? Can we get a couple more inputs on that one?
Moontide.
Moontide, go.
Technically, if the vessel is capable of going over something like 7 miles an hour, then you need red, green, and an all-around white. So a small outboard dinghy that's too heavy to go any faster, under federal regs, which control, it is legal. I've always taken the viewpoint that I'm in a speed limit area where I can't go over 7, so therefore I only need 1 360, but that may or may not stand up.
Louis 2?
Louis 2, go.
Yeah, I talked with FWC guy about that in some detail afterwards. Just as an FYI to people, I'm a really big, huge guy, and I've got a pretty good-sized dinghy. With me and the dog in my dinghy with my little Mercury 3.3 horsepower, I can do 5 miles an hour. So you guys running around with the 9.9s and the 15s, I have no doubt you guys can do the 7 mile an hour, which was the benchmark that was mentioned to me out.
Yeah, there you go. And but you got to have one, Louis, too. Leave a doggone light on. Any more comments, questions, detail?
Scorpio.
Scorpio, go.
I actually got ticketed the other day for the lighting situation. I was asked how fast my vessel is capable of going,
and then was told that anything over 7 mile capability requires full lighting front to back. And then I was also told the stern light is supposed to be 3.3 feet above the front light. So, for whatever that's worth, but I got the ticket here because that's what he told me.
Yeah, I don't know about that height thing, because I see a lot of stern lights on back of boats that are, you know, at the gunnel, and the bows is about the same level. So I don't know. It boils down to, it's all about the officer at the time and how educated he is and how he reads the book. And it depends the kind of stuff's going to come out of their mouth. And all I got to say, folks, is they shouldn't give you no crap about trying. Just put a light on there at least. That's better than getting run over in the dark, and at least they see you're trying, and then you can always play stupid after that. Any more comments, questions, Danielle?
Louis too.
Good, Louis too.
Yeah, thanks, Don. And yes, I agree. The other morning, as I was running into the dock in the early wee hours of the morning, I went to try to hit the button on my light to turn it on, and I couldn't. It wouldn't turn on. I was hitting the spot. I don't know if anybody else has run into this with the Lucy lights, but my switch mechanism rotated inside of the inflatable part, and so where the little button is supposed to be, it's no longer there anymore. So I'm actually having to reorder a new replacement light for mine. So I apologize for running around the other day without my light on. I will say this much though, if you do have a light, the light has to be up high enough to be seen 360 degrees. Having one down by your feet doesn't do you any good.
Touche. And as big as you are, I didn't see you till I was almost run over you, buddy. I didn't see you. But yeah, and I usually run my headlight on too. But also, I have my headlight on a lot of times, and I didn't have it on yet because I hadn't really pulled out that far out into the harbor. But anyway, we had a talk last time. I'm gonna go on to this. It's just like falling asleep with your autopilot on. I actually went 6 hours one time, nobody at the helm, and everybody goes, "Oh, that was dangerous." I said, "Well, really, it's only dangerous if the other guy's sleeping," which I've had that happen. 2 guys sleeping at once, about running over each other. So, you know, it's one of them things. But anyway, let's go on to something else. Comments, questions, Dean? No.
Seahorse.
Seahorse, go.
I just want to make a comment about the Lucy light. I had the same problem with my Lucy light, and Empowered, who makes those, called Empowered and told me the light was less than a year old, and everything had rotated, and they sent me a brand new Lucy light for free. The old one still works. You just have to have a patience and try to find the on button, but they will send you a new one for free.
There you go. Yeah, if you buy them at West Marine, they'll come up with, they'll give you redos on them over there also. And you're coming through real weak this morning, Kurt. I'm not sure exactly why, and I do hear the humming, but I'm sure that's because, I don't know, maybe Mama isn't working with the inverter on, but there's a good hum, and you're pretty weak this morning. Just kind of let you know that. If your antenna's on your mast, you want to check that when you're up there. Any more, but normally you're fine. I don't know what it is about today. Any more comments, questions?
Yes, you name?
Go ahead.
I've had this conversation a day or two ago. Right. From I'm hearing it's not legal.
No, you just need one 360, Tony, to be straight with you. They get touchy. I mean, you know, it's only one 360, but it needs to be high enough so where they can see all the way around. It's got to be high enough. So, whatever you got to do to get it up in the air. Any more, sometimes Dina clips it on her hair with a barrette. You might try that. Any more comments, questions, Dina?
Louis too.
Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, the things they said about the Lucy lights the other night is for your boat, they are not visible for a mile or two like they're supposed to be. If you're in the harbor, they're supposed to be visible for a mile, and those are not. And and if you're out on open ocean, they're supposed to be visible for, your masthead light's supposed to be visible for 2 miles. But that's what they were saying. That's the reason the Lucy lights weren't considered legal. They're not bright enough to be seen for a mile. Over.
Amparo, go.
I didn't hear that.
No, he did not. Yeah, and back to them guys. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, we're running around here, and most everybody's in bubble boats. I mean, come on. I mean, we're in a harbor right here. I mean, you know, they got to have a little. Nobody's going fast. We have to see it for a friggin' mile. We just got to make sure we don't run over each other out there. I don't get why they got to get so dang technical and they can't kind of bend a little bit, but just light, you know, just try to keep a light on. Any more comments? Let's move on to another thing, because we're running it. Almost set the record today for sure. Let's go to another source of comments, questions, need help. Game, but thing different.
No, let's move on.
Hello, Nicky.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody to keep the correct number of life preservers in their boats and their dinghies. We got stopped at the mouth of the Marine and Dinghy channel the other day by state law enforcement. They checked out if we had the right number of life preservers. Luckily, we did, and they sent us on our way.
Yeah, now you're running around with five people, 5 life jackets. You almost got to wear them to have enough room set in that dinghy, don't you?
That's about right.
That's what I always said, especially with the little bubble boats, the small, you know, 8, 9 footers and that. You get to carrying everything in the world that they want you to carry. My God, you hardly have enough room to set yourself. It's quite the thing. Yep. Any more comments, questions, need help?
Let's move on. Buy, sell, trade.
Okay, let's move on to buy, sell, trade, giveaway, lost and found. Go.
Louis 2.
Louis 2, go.
Yeah, friends, I've got a West Marine slat floor roll-up dinghy, 9.5 foot. The tubes hold air beautifully. It needs a little glue on the floor. Selling it for just $1.50, $150. If anybody wants it, I'm on Papa 3, and I'll be standing by after the net.
Good job. Any more? Buy, sell, trade.
Salt shaker.
Salt shaker. Good morning. Go.
Good morning, Net. Carver, I lost my Yeti, brand new Yeti up there on the recyclable bin while I was chopping up cardboard. I left it there. When I went over to the other bin to throw the rest of the trash in, has anybody seen it? It is a 30-ouncer, white, bold letters on it stating salt shaker. It has a handle on it, a lid so your beer don't fall out. It's a great little thing. And second one I lost, I'd like to get this one back.
Anybody find these Yeti? Well, I know one thing. It's been multiple times over the past few years. If you set down anything close to that dumpster, it's gone. You walk away from it, it's gone. You turn your back on it, it's gone, you know. When you're up there moving around and you're taking trash and you got something that's good in your hand that ain't you want to hang on to, please do not set it down, because if you walk away, it's gone. You know. Any more comment? Oh no, buy, sell, trade.
Yes, salt shaker here, Don. Yes, I understand that, but I made sure I put it on the recyclable bin just in case I walked away and forgot it, and I didn't put it at the giveaway at the other dumpster. Thank you, everybody. Salt shaker out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw this in real quick. And come on, people. This is second. I don't know. I see it all the time. What in the world was the big refrigerator or freezer box sitting on the ground up there? You know, if you're going to bring the thing up, put it in the gosh darn dumpster. I don't get why you think you're going to set it to the side. I'm pretty sure them boys don't grab it and throw it in the box or throw it in the bin. I don't know. But if you're going to carry something big and heavy up there and set it by the dumpster, put it in the dumpster. You know. Let's toilets, just throw that stuff away. Who wants to mess with your old dang toilet anyway? Any more comments? Buy, sell, trade.
Moontide.
Moontide, go.
Yeah, I still have, got rid of the kayak and the sewing machine, but we still have the underwater camera. It has about a 100-foot cable. I think it runs off 12 and 110, and it's black and white. Kind of nice to be able to take a little look at the bottom of the boat or something if you don't want to dive in, but it's excess weight on board. And Moontide is anchored between the bridge and Snake Creek along Boot Key side of the channel.
You mean Whiskey Creek, correct?
I'm not sure. It's the one that goes out through Sombrero Beach.
That would be Whiskey Creek. Okay, thank you very much. Any more buy-sell trade?
Marcella?
Marcella, go.
I have a 1 quart container of tooth seal. That is the stuff that you put inside your inflatable when you have small, very small leaks, and it's that liquid that somebody talked about earlier. I got it with a boat that I got because my dinghy had a leak, but I decided I was able to fix it with the conventional method of putting a patch with, the correct glue. So this thing sells for like $54 some plus shipping. It's unopened, of course, it's brand new, and the manufacturer or the supplier Bixler says it lasts forever. It doesn't get old. I'll take $20 for it. I also have a 7-foot 6-inch dinghy. It's a Hypalon dinghy. It's an Achilles. It's in excellent condition, and I want $400 for that. I have a Mastmate climbing ladder, practically new, $340 plus shipping value. I'll sell it for $170. 1 pint of Captain's Varnish, $12. A davit for a lightweight dinghy motor, $20. Service manual for Yamaha F15 and F20 motors, $20. Carburetor repair kit for those motors, $30. A flywheel puller, $20. A Hardline hour and tachometer meter in the blister pack new, runs for about $30. For $15, that is something you put on an outboard, a small outboard, or a generator, or a motorcycle, a small motorcycle. And I have a staysail boom, which is actually basically an 8-foot by 2.5-foot aluminum tube with 2 endings, and you can use it for a post if you need something like that. $75. Marcella, Uniform 6. I'll be on 68 after the net for a few minutes.
Is that 15-horse Yamaha book? Is that for 2-stroke?
No, that's for the 4-strokes that came out after 2006. They're labeled F15 and F20s. I see a lot of them in dinghies here, but yeah, it's for the newer 4-cycle.
There you go, folks. I was hoping it was a 2-stroker. Any more comments, questions, needing help?
Scorpio.
I'm sorry, I'm buy-sell trade, but go ahead, Scorpio.
I was recently working on a dinghy with an engine problem and ended up draining his fuel tank, and there seems to be some confusion as to what exactly was in the fuel tank. It's definitely not straight Rec 90. It looks like it's premixed, which it wasn't supposed to be because it was a 4-stroke engine. So I don't know the mix ratio. I got about 3 gallons of it here. So if anybody wants free 3 gallons of fuel with some sort of premix ratio in it, they're more than welcome to have it for free.
And you'd be stupid if you took it. I wouldn't go there. You need to take that up, throw it in recycle. Okay, let's get back. Buy-sell trade giveaway.
For a loser.
Didn't quite catch the name of the boat, Captain, but go ahead.
Hey, this is Shore Loser. We're looking to buy some kayaks if anybody's got.
Guys looking for some kayaks. Anybody got anything for sale?
Nope.
Tony.
Marina. You might want to look him up. He's very popular. He's not hard to find. He'll still be able to sell you one. His name is Elijah.
Good morning, Gene.
He's on B35. B35. Bravo 35.
That Bravo 35.
That's Bob. Kilo 35 at Dockside. Right, Tony?
Yes, sir. His name is Elijah. Very well known. It's not hard to find.
Morning, Gene.
Dreadlock man. Yellow or to white dreadlocks. And anyway, he's down right in the corner before you turn left to go around Skipjacks. Any more comments, questions? No. Gosh darn it, am I having... Anyway, buy, sell, trade.
Tranquilo?
Tranquilo. Good morning, go.
Good morning, Don. Good morning, Harbor. I still would like to sell my Danforth 25-pound 22S anchor, and I am on B Bravo 16, and I'm asking $50 for it. Thank you.
There you go.
Amparo, go.
Again.
She's asking about the Danforth anchor.
Tranquilo?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be on my boat most of the morning. I'm on B16, and it's been a great anchor for my 28,000-pound, 41-foot catchover.
Go ahead, Charlotte.
I will probably be on my boat in the afternoon. If I see your dinghy there, I will dinghy over and we can have a conversation.
Tranquilo?
Go ahead, Tranquilo.
Copy that. I'll be here. Over.
There you go. Any more? Buy, sell, trade.
I do too.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I've got a Paratech sea anchor. It's 12 feet in diameter. I'll let it go for $400. I also have a 5 to 16 foot telescoping fishing outrigger. I'll let go for $100. And I've got a couple of 9-inch fenders, about 22 inches long. They're used, and I'll let them go for $15 a piece. I'm on Island Time on Lima 7, and I'll be listening to 68 post-net this morning. Over.
Good job as always. Any more? Buy, sell, trade.
Poco Loco.
Poco Loco. Go, Jerry.
Good morning, Harbor. I guess nobody wants my backup electronic technology, so the Raymarine GPS chart plotter and the Standard Horizon GPS chart plotter are going on the dumpster side. I'll go with what you say. They will probably get snatched up, but that's okay. I do still have a Xantrex 20-amp battery charger that I will accept a very negotiable price on. If you want to beat me to the dumpster, I'm on Tango 4, and I'll be here for a short while.
Avery?
Is that Liberty?
Avery?
Go ahead.
Is there a GPS antenna with that?
Poco Loco, negative.
Do that.
Buy, sell, trade.
Invictus?
Invictus, go.
Hey, Jerry, I'll come over and take a look at those.
Roger.
Buy, sell, trade.
Otter 2.
Otter 2, go.
Good morning. This is Otter 2 on N11, November 11. I have a new unopened Jabsco service kit. It's for manual toilets, 2007 and newer, for $30. I have 2 bicycle tires, 16 by 1.75. They're nearly new, $5 each.
Morning, Morgan.
I have a Hella 2-speed 12-volt cabin fan. It's black. It's brand new. And I'll let it go for $25. Brake. I have a black padded bicycle seat for $5. And in the free department, we have a free C-Map C card for Bahamas and Windward Passage. It's older. It's 2001. And if nobody claims it free, I'll toss it into the dumpster for anybody to pick up. Also free is a pedometer. If you're going out there and want to know how far you've walked, this is for you. Free pedometer. This is Otter 2 on N11.
Good job. Any more buy-sell trade?
Grove's Nest.
Is that Grove's Nest?
Grove's Nest, yeah, that's me, Don. I have a bicycle rack. It'll fit any car that has a trunk. Won't fit on an SUV. It cost me about $60. I'll take $10 for it. Anybody's interested, I'll be on 68 after the net, and I'm on L1, Linda 1.
Good job, Doug. Any more buy-sell trade?
Kit.
Kit, go.
Hi, we have a Maritime 50 to 30 amp splitter, so it's 50 amps in, 2 30s out, which makes it kind of a magical splitter if you can take, 50 and get 2 30s. But anyhow, it has the little plastic nipples so that you can screw in your 30 amp extension cords to it. It's used. It works. $75. This is Kit. I'll stand by 68, and while we are on 05, the unit is on shore. So I'll stand by 68 for anyone who is interested.
If anybody don't know, that is hundreds of dollars normally. So Kit's got a deal over there. Any more buy-sell trade?
Moontide question.
Moontide, question away.
What was the name of the boat with the splitter?
That was Kit. K-I-T.
Thank you much. I'll contact them after the net.
See, Jesse,
See, Gypsy, go.
I've got a brand new antenna, GPS antenna I bought a while back eBay. I think I paid like $35 for it with shipping. But the unit I had, the plug didn't match up. And now I've got a new GPS with a built-in antenna. I don't need it. But I'll let it go for like 15.
Give them your location, Cap.
Okay, I'm up just before you get to the bridge. I'm anchored over here to the left. Just past, looks like marker 16. Being a white Irwin, brown stripe.
There you go. Somebody kind of acted interested in GPS antenna a little bit ago. Any more buy-sell trade?
Avery,
Avery, go.
can you let me know a little bit more about that GPS antenna, please?
See, Jesse.
Yeah, see, Gypsy, you and Avery, why don't you guys get together after the net on, hail each other and talk about it then. Any more buy-sell trade? Okay, well, let's move on to our favorite time of the whole dang shenanigans here. Trivia. How are we going to stump the harbor? How are we going to increase our brain cell capacity? And how in the heck are you going to make me laugh? Let her rip. Francis Lee, good morning. Stump them.
Good morning, Harbor. What is and where is the world's tallest statue? Over.
Louis 2?
I had 2, but old Rick on Island Time was first. Go.
Well, it's in China, but I forget what province or city.
That'd be a negative. Over.
Kit.
Kit, go.
Is it a statue on top of a pillar?
No, it's on a structure built for it. Over.
Never say never with a guess.
Guess away, Raj.
Would that be a statue of Stalin in Leningrad?
Negative. Over.
Blacker.
Blacker, go.
Yeah, I'm going to guess our own Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor.
Negative. This is much taller than that. Over.
Go ahead, Rick.
Negative. Over.
Louis 2?
I got Kit.
That would be the statue of my wife because I put her up on a pedestal years ago.
Negative. Over.
Louis 2.
Louis 2, go.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, I hope your wife's not this tall. 182 meters, a Charter Battelle.
Yes, that's right. It's in India, Corpus Hill, 182 meters or 597 feet tall. Bronze clad. Over.
Well, that's a biggie. Good trivia, good answers. Even yours, kid. Any more trivia?
Claire Walden.
Carl Walden, go.
Okay, in 2002, 1 year after the passing of George Harrison, at the Albert Hall they had a concert for George hosted by Eric Clapton with a lot of guest stars. When Paul McCartney came out and did the song Something in the Way She Moves, he started the song out with an instrument, and then the other band members joined in until there was a full band. What was that one instrument he started that song with for the concert for George?
Way too many trying to get in. Go again. Mike, go.
Yeah, you can. Claire Walden.
Carl Walden.
Okay, that was an easy one.
Trivia.
Slacker.
Slacker, Tim, go.
Yeah, Don, this one I know you know the answer to this, but I hear everybody talking about their outboard motors and this motor and that motor. What is the difference between a motor and an engine?
Go Walden, go.
A motor is referred to something electrical, and an engine is, combustion, internal combustion.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. Well, how come we call them outboard motors? Don't know the answer to that one.
Just a little misinformed is all.
Because we all was done.
Tomato, tomato, whatever. Any more trivia? Go ahead, Charlotte.
Don't hear Charlotte.
What are the two supposed fastest fish in the ocean?
Fastest fish in the ocean.
Go ahead, Seahorse.
One of them would be a wahoo.
Echoes. Echoes, go.
Bluefin tuna.
I can't hear her.
Rick, Island time.
Mako shark, about 80 miles an hour, and Dorado, about 55.
Mako shark and Dorado, is that correct? Go ahead, Charlotte. Go ahead, Tony. I can't wait to hear your guess.
I'm sorry, but I was in Key West a couple of years ago, naked, of course. Hope that's G-rated. And this tarpon went by me so darn fast that I'm going to say the tarpon, sniffing tarpon.
Right on time.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I forgot about sailfish. When they want to go really fast, they lay their sail back down, and they're really fast.
Can't hear anything.
Opens the playing field. Any more guesses?
Slacker.
Go ahead, Jim.
How about the spiny puffer fish when he's not blowed up?
Walden with a guess.
Carl Walden, go.
Would it be the moray eel?
why don't you go ahead and give it a...
According to the web, sailfish. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. We got to communicate. You know, we got to change kilometers down to miles an hour. Rick, didn't you say the Mako did 80 plus miles an hour?
Yeah, but I didn't have my glasses on. 60.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Somebody that knows kilometers versus miles an hour, let us know. But anyway, good trivia. So it's the marlin and what other fish?
Sailfish.
Go ahead, Charlotte. Good trivia, good answers. I had fun with that one. Any more trivia? Tempest, go.
This is Tethys here. I got actually a three-part one. First question, we'll try to have somebody see if they can get all three, if they can get the first one right. First question is, what is the fastest growing fish in the ocean?
Fastest growing now, right?
Affirmative.
Go ahead, Tony.
Macro dolphin or a mackerel? Maybe a dolphin?
Ding, ding, ding. I figured this first one would be pretty easy. It is dolphin, mahi-mahi, or dorado. So with the same person then, can you guess how fast they're able to grow in 1 week?
Anthony, with a guess?
Guess away, Tony.
3 pounds?
Not sure on the weight, was more looking for the length. Got a guess on the length, how many inches they can grow in 1 week.
It's a bit with 6 inches.
6 inches would be a lot. It's 2.7 inches in 1 week, but if you think about that, that's quite a bit of growth for something. And then the third part is, and this is open to anybody here, can you guys guess what the number one way a mahi-mahi, dorado, or dolphin fish dies in the wild? The number one way they die.
Answer me with a guess?
Guess away.
Old age?
Negative.
Kit?
Go ahead, Kit.
Food poisoning.
Good guess, but negative.
A lot of garble there. Try again.
Enamorado?
Enamorado, go.
Fishing.
Negative, and that's actually quite funny. Due to their high growth rate and spawn rate, they say they cannot be pressured, the species cannot be pressured by fishing. But no, still looking for the number one way these guys die in the wild.
Orion, go.
I'm going to say eaten by their own kind.
Another excellent guess, but unfortunately no. Any other guesses?
Lily 2.
Louis 2, guess away.
Parasites.
An excellent guess, but definitely not. Mahi-mahi, due to their fast growth rate, don't get any parasites, and one of the safest fish to eat raw because of that. Any other guesses?
Salt shaker.
Salt shaker, go.
They eat one another.
Still negative, they do not eat one another.
Never say never.
Never say never, go.
Old age.
Negative again on old age. What's the number one way these things die in the wild?
Claire Walden.
Carl Walden, go.
Just a guess, gonna sound stupid, but do they something lack of oxygen? They actually drown or suffocate?
Negative, but I like the direction you're on. I'll give you guys a hint, and this one was kind of in the same path. Their growth rate has a lot to do with it. Any guesses? Number one way these things die in the wild?
Harmless.
Harmless, Steve, go.
Yeah, good morning, Don. Do they starve to death?
Ding, 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 ding. Due to their incredibly high metabolism, and that's also why they're so curious, because hunger is literally killing them at all moments, they starve to death very, very quickly.
Good trivia, good answers. and let's see if we can do another trivia.
That, huh?
Quick leg.
Go ahead, Mike.
And during the course of that concert, a young woman played a beautiful piece of music on the sitar. And so what I want to know is three things. This young woman's name, who was her famous father, and points, who was her famous sister. Over.
Claire Walden.
Gar Walden, go.
I can answer one of them. Rebbe Shetton's daughter is who played that sitar. And Rebbe Shetton was the teacher, the guru that taught George Harrison.
That's affirmative. Ravi Shankar was her father. Now, what was her name and what was her sister's name?
Kit. Kit, go. Nora Jones?
Correct. Nora Jones, the jazz singer, is her sister. And what was her name?
Not up on my Beatles stuff.
We're quiet all of a sudden. Should I give it up?
Yeah.
Anybody got a guess? Give it up.
Yeah, her name is Anushka Shankar. And yeah, Ravi Shankar was her father, and the sister is Nora Jones, the jazz singer. Over.
Good trivia there. Any more?
Island Time was an easy one.
Island Time, do it.
What do these singer-songwriters all have in common? Jose Feliciano, Ronnie Millsap, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles.
Moontide.
Moontide, go.
They're all blind.
Ding, ding, ding. They also can't read music.
Good trivia and good answer there. Any more trivia? Go ahead, Tony.
You know, this would make this fun. US 1. Of course, it's one of the most popular, I guess you could call it a highway. But what does US stand for?
United States.
Island Time.
Go ahead, Rick.
Unified System.
Rick, you know us.
Unified. I always thought it was United States. So it's
Any
Unified
more
System.
trivia?
Huh. Didn't know that.
Okay, I guess we're going to move on to final business. What haven't you said you want to say?
Quick leg.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, just we posted it on Facebook when we did it, but just to let everybody know that the T-shirts into the Claire Barton Center, so it's on its way. We made $1,375 off the T-shirt sale this year, so thank you, Harbor. Thank you, everyone who contributed, and we really, really appreciate everything that you did. But the money's on its way. Over.
Clicking of the mic is applause.
And we all appreciate the effort you put into it, Mike and Bev. Any more final business?
Wednesday.
Go ahead, Vicki.
I think you hold the record, Don. It's official. Just a final reminder that Friday, February the 1st, 4 o'clock at the Tiki. Potluck dinner and open mic night. I hope to see you all there. This is Wednesday out.
There you go. Any more final business? Kit, Steve, go.
Yeah, I think you got 5 more minutes. George, on Sunshine Daydream, to my knowledge, set the record at 1 hour and 44 minutes.
Okay, we'll slow down just a little bit here. Any more final business?
We got stuff to do.
Tranquilo?
Tranquilo, go.
Nick, I just don't know if I was heard before, but I just want to give a thumbs up to the City Marina for the hot showers. This is the 3rd night in a row that I had a hot shower. Thank you very much. Tranquilo out.
Yay, hot showers.
Go ahead, Tony. Well, they're saying that, but who knows? I've done some minute 40s before, so I know that. I've been to minute 40 before, so if I got to stretch it out another 4 more dang minutes, you know, who knows? I might go over to the store here in a minute. Any more? Any more final business?
Go down.
Relevant.
Bill, how you doing over there?
Pretty good, Don. I don't know if I can get you into record territory here, but I've been looking at this American flag at half-staff, and I can't find out from anybody why it's at half-staff. Anybody know the reason?
I was wondering.
And now maybe this is why. I don't. Well, no, it wouldn't be why. Well, it could be. I said the other day when I was coming out that it was actually smaller than our state flag, which didn't seem correct to me.
Moontide.
Moontide, go.
Yeah, I don't remember when George H.W. Bush's funeral was, but for 30 days after his funeral, all federal government officers are flying at half-staff.
I think that might be part of it right there. But Tumbleweed, I could barely hear you. Go ahead.
The flags are at half-staff because there was a mass shooting in Seabreeze, Florida a couple days ago.
Mass shooting somewhere in Florida a couple days ago, she says. Any more comments on the flag? Go ahead, Tony.
Staff, because it's like it's meeting every darn week.
I know. That's why we hide down here from the mainland and all the terrible things that happen in the crowds. And the traffic, they're out to kill you every second driving down the interstate or roads anymore. And anyway, there you go. Any more, where were we? Oh, final business. Go.
He's dragging it out. He's really dragging it out.
Barefoot.
Oh, it's funny,
Barefoot.
Don.
Go.
Don, just want to thank you for the loan of the VHF this morning. Enjoyed the show and hope you get a few other comments to help you set the record. I'm doing my part here as best I can. Thanks.
And by the way, I've never heard it from the other end. That thing puts out pretty nice, but that's that 6 watt ICOM, and it gets out pretty nice for such a small little thing. Any more final business?
Southern Cross.
Southern Cross, go.
This goes back to the trivia question that involved Nora Jones, if Queequeg is still listening. We absolutely love Nora Jones, and I had no idea about the father and the sister. But I'm just curious, was Nora Jones her given name based on Inushka, and I couldn't even repeat the father's name?
Queequeg.
Tell her, Mike.
Yeah, it's kind of a long story, but apparently Ravi Shankar had a few dalliances, shall we say, and some of those resulted in the birth of children, and one of them was Nora Jones, who wasn't even aware of who her father was for many, many years.
Wow.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you.
That is amazing. Mike's full of amazing things. Any more final business?
Willie, too.
Louis, too, go.
Yeah, two things. One, going back to these VHF radios, I'm using a West Marine handheld 6 watt, and I notice quite often, I seem like I get out okay, but I oftentimes during the net have trouble hearing people from other parts of the net. Is that common for everybody, or is it just me because I'm using a handheld?
I don't know, but I know when I first got this icon that we were talking about the other day, and this is something that everybody needs to think about when you buy something of a VHF of any sort. There's different frequencies you run on. You got the U.S., the Canadian, and I don't know what else there is, frequencies. And when I first got this ICOM, I was about ready to take it back and give it back to West Marine because it wasn't working properly. And finally, of course, the old guy here, he gets the book out, reads, and finds out how to, with the little handhelds, it's harder to pull up all your information. You have to press buttons a certain way, this and that. And the other thing And finally, I put it on U.S. instead of Canada, and lo and behold, the thing works wonderful. So some people might not have their radio set just proper as far as even getting out to you might be part of it. And maybe you're not set up right on yours to receive them also. So anyway, it's just something else to think about on that. Any more final business?
Louis, too.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, in respect to his question, there have been several people here today that I'm having a hard time, and I'm on my base unit on my boat, so it's just some people aren't transmitting as loud. Over.
Yeah, and I try to a lot of times let these people know that. You hate to get on everybody every time, but it's, you know, there's a lot of them here. I was the same way today, me and Rick, and some I could hardly hear. Some I could hardly hear. Really had to, you know, get my head up here to hear them. So anyway, guys, you know, I try to say you're coming in weak. I mean, when I say you're coming in weak, I mean weak. Okay, so anyway, let you know that. Any more final business?
Louis, too.
Go ahead. I don't even. Go ahead, kid.
Well, yeah, it can be squelch settings too. The other day, Three Penny Opera, who was just 2 boats away from me, I couldn't hear until I finally thought squelch. That's possible, and of course, handheld could just be reception issues. But in terms of important things, it's 10:47. That means that you got it by 3 minutes, buddy.
And I ain't done yet. We'll see if we can put a little more goldstone on that. You know, we'll see how we're going. There we go. Well, it's because, you know what it is. I think this. I mean, people always say, well, I love the Sunday net, blah, blah, blah. The biggest thing about the Sunday net is a lot of people have time to actually sit down and listen. There's not the workers and this and that. So I get a lot of participation because of that. And, of course, I am about to talk and the son of a gun around here. So between the two things, it will work out. Anyway, good deal. Any more final business?
Louis, too.
I heard a couple. Kevin on bucket list. Go.
Yeah, with regard to the VHF radio, the handheld, and even if it's set up properly, transmit power and the ability to receive are independent of each other. As far as the ability to receive VHF line of sight, if you have obstructions between you and whoever's transmitting, your VHF radio basically can't see the transmission. Over.
There you go. And you know, you got a hum. You got a hum in yours too, and you've had it for quite some time. And I don't know if it's something that's running or what, but you might look into that, Kevin. You got this little background of pretty much having it almost all year. So just kind of let you know that. Any more? Where were we? Oh yeah, final business.
Louis, too.
Louis, too. Go.
Yeah, just as an FYI to everybody in the harbor, I've been live streaming some of the morning nets on my YouTube channel. So if you missed anything during the morning nets, you can check that. I'll post it up on the Dinghy Harbor site here just as soon as we're done. But you might be able to revisit this marathon today and be able to hear it in all of its glorious detail.
There you go. Yeah, I got family members that are ready to start listening in other, states because of that, and it'd be nice if people could, go through it. Thank you for doing that and putting on that service. We talked, I think, Cajun Dave wanted to do that before he died. He was trying to figure out how to play that game. So, hold on a second. Okay, and yeah, we miss Cajun Dave too, but I really thank you for doing that. Any more? Let me think. I heard Seahorse in there. Seahorse, go.
I just wanted to see if my radio is, if you can read me any clearer. I turned off my inverter.
Yeah, the inverter was the culprit. You have not no hum anymore. You're a little quiet. Maybe it's because you're such a quiet speaking guy. But other than that, you're nice and clear.
Enamorado?
Enamorado, go.
Yeah, where is that live stream posted?
Louis, too?
where you can hit it up on Buki Harbor Cruisers. Is that correct? Is that where you're posting it?
Louis 2?
Louis 2, go.
Yeah, I'm live streaming it currently to my YouTube channel, which is just underneath my name, Carl Brook, but I'll post a link to it on the Buki Harbor. If you want to, you can subscribe through that, and you'll be able to get notifications anytime I'm live streaming.
Inamorado?
Inamorado, go.
Perfect, thank you.
Final business.
Claire Walden.
Go, Walden, go.
Yeah, just to let you know, I'm taking the Thursday morning net trawler position, and at some point I'd really like to get with, I believe it's on Barefoot Girl, to get the paper, the script, and whatever I got to get to get set up for that. So if I can get that sometime before Thursday morning, that would be great.
Not answering, but you know, nobody ever handed me a script. I'm sure she's got guidelines for somebody that's never heard the show before. You've been listening quite a while. You kind of know what to do, correct? I mean, you know the schedule of events, how we play it. The only thing I say is that everybody wants it in order. So as long as you can remember the order from, new vessels, departures, announcements, and go on that way. As long as you keep it in order, nobody's going to give you any crap. As soon as you skip one, they'll be on you. And then other than that, it's all your show. You do it how you want. But you got to keep everything in that proper order, pretty much.
Claire Walden.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and you're right. I've been listening to it long enough. The only thing is in the beginning, like a lot of you go through the tides and all that. I just, I guess, get that right off the Weather Channel. Is that what you guys usually do?
Well, I pull it off a couple things on YouTube here, and like my tides, I'll come up with it on my GPS. I got a place to get tides off GPS, and just whatever information you can pull out. But I always feel like it's good to have the weather and stuff in the morning. It's just kind of the boater thing to do. A couple don't do that here, but I feel like it's the boater thing to do. I don't think they chastise you too bad if you forget 1 week or whatever, but that's just whatever you can get it from. And like I said today, the only thing I can guarantee is that when the moon rises and when the moon sets. Other than that, it's cause you look through all this information, you get a couple, 3 answers, and you got to just kind of figure it out on your own, and then they're going to change it before the day's out. So there you go.
Claire Walden. Yeah, okay, I got a handle on it. All right, Claire Walden out. Thank you, Don.
All right. I guess that's it.
Okay, any more final business?
Marathon.
Well, I got some final business. I forgot to advertise my motorcycle, and because I'm buying a new one. It's not new, but it's a different one for me. So I can't tell you the year of it right now, but it's a black and white Intruder Suzuki Velusa 800cc. Got a windshield on it. Got a little rack on the back with a milk crate on it. It's definitely a boat motorcycle. It sits around the docks. Got a little rust on it. Runs great, and I'm looking for around $1,200 for it. So if anybody'd like to take a look at that or whatever, I'll be happy to show it to you. And of course, this is Don on Lady Triana on J5. And let's go back again one more time. Any final business? Go ahead, Tony.
I'm Rick. Can you say my afternoon, that please?
I'll be listening.
There you go. He's going to be listening for you, Tony. Any more final business? That's it? Okay, folks. As always, there's only so many summers left in life. Make this day and this summer count. Get out there. Enjoy life. Smile at everybody. It's amazing how much it comes back at you. And for God's sakes, if your water don't shut off, no, if your engine don't shut off in 30 seconds. No, it's if your engine doesn't start in 30 seconds.
There you go.
Shut your water off. Cruise net is clear. And thank you for your participation, making this the longest net ever.
There you go.
Kit, mentality.
All right, I'm going to shut that off. Okay, so now everybody's just talking to everybody else about, you know, hey, I want to come look at this or look at that you had for sale. And I might be missing somebody calling me up wanting to know about my dinghy, but I doubt it. But net in